What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Effing Terrible podcast. I'm Effing Terrible. And as always, or mostly always now, maybe not always, because we're mixing it up. With me tonight, Florida Steve. What's up, Florida Steve?
What's up, buddy?
I already talked to you a little bit about it, but I'd also like to say a big what's up to all of our newest listeners. We really grew in some numbers this week from all of our new fans out in Wales. Our D-side Dragon fans that are now fans of ours, and that we're fans of them. Counting down now until the 19th of March when me and Mrs. Terrible make our way out to D-side to support our Dragons and meet all these wonderful people. Dude, I can't even tell you. So apparently in D-side, or maybe all over Wales, it's a very regular thing to do this thing called a Sunday roast, where basically on Sunday you have, like, from my understanding, I could be getting this wrong, but from explaining to me is that on a Sunday is everybody gets together. It's at like a friend's house or a family member's house, and they make this big meal and they drink and they spend time together and enjoy each other's company. Well, I'm not going to throw out names, but we have already been invited to multiple Sunday roasts, Kristen and I, and we are overwhelmed with how cool these people have been to us so far already. I don't know we're even going to try and make it to our roast because wouldn't want to pick one singular, but we're going to figure something out when we get there, dude. I can't wait to get a trip where you get to come out with me. You're going to love this, dude. You're going to love the people, this team, and the guys that play on it. The whole thing is everything you'd ever want it to be.
That's dope.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for, like I said, I'm excited for this one, but then I'm already thinking about the next one. You're gonna have to jump in on this and make a trip out over the pond with me, because great season for them, great people. I'm stoked about it. I cannot wait.
That's awesome. Very cool.
It is cool, man. I'm very excited. But well, we switch gears a little bit off of hockey. We are now in the week known as Pro Bowl week.
Okay.
Awful. The Pro Bowl is just awful. It's the Pro Bowl is fucking terrible.
So I need to make a counter argument to your terrible argument. The Pro Bowl game, the way it used to be, awful product. As a kid,
Terrible.
listen, as a kid, there was nothing better than the skills challenges.
I still love that. Like,
Yeah,
I think that
is
just do
awesome.
that.
I love it so every All-Star, every major league team or whatever affiliation has their version. So I love the home run derby. It's one of my favorite.
Well,
it's one of my favorite
different.
days of the year. I love home run derby. I love the NHL All-Star game. Not so much lately. I didn't like the four-way. It's like, just give me two teams, let the stars shine. It's awesome.
Are you talking about what, the 3-on-3 like tournament thing?
Yeah. No, it was like 4-on-4. It was like four teams playing at one time. It was like, you're making this too much. Like, just give us the stars. It's like Olympic hockey. There's no hitting. Just let them go out and do their thing.
Well, first of all, Olympic hockey, and then the Four Nations. You're not talking about the Four Nations.
No, I'm talking about what the NHL
like the little
did,
tournament
like,
okay,
it was stupid. It was like, oh, your time's up. It's this team. It's like, let's simplify it. Don't make it more complicated. I think my favorite thing outside of the old NBA dunk contests, those were the best.
Yeah, the NBA dunk contest used to be great.
Yeah, I don't need you to jump over a car anymore. It's dumb. It ended with Vince Carter. Vince Carter put the staple in it, and he's like, no one's ever going to do what I just did ever again.
Yeah, Carter pretty much was the last worthy one.
Yeah, I mean, there have been...
you know what? No. You know what? No. Remember the year that Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon went at it?
Yeah. Yes.
That was a resurgence. That was different.
That was an outlier.
Yeah.
That was an outlier. That was reminiscent of a Vince Carter era slam dunk contest. I guess my biggest point is keep it simple, man. Like, we know you're not going to get real competition. The Pro Bowl is not competition. I
No,
love the skills challenge. I remember Jason Taylor ripping through pads, doing his thing. It was awesome. Just to see the physicality of these dudes and the quarterback challenges, who could throw the ball farthest, hit the targets. That's what we want, man. We're
that's
fans.
fine. Yeah, just do
It's
that.
fine. It's fine. I love watching the NHL races around the rink, the
I
goalies
love that
flying
too.
around. I love it. I love all that stuff is good. Don't make it a real competition. It's not real competition.
No,
Just
you're
make
right.
it fun. That's it.
Yeah,
That's all I
no,
want.
you're 100% right. Like you can't make it right. And I think the NBA All-Star game, which to be 100% honest, I don't even watch much NBA anymore. It's so bad.
Yeah, it
It's
is. I
almost
agree.
unwatchable. The
It is.
NBA is almost unwatchable.
So it's funny you say that. So I was working a little bit today, and I'm thinking. I got my earpods in. I'm just thinking, and for some reason, the Bulls came to mind, and I know why the Bulls came to mind because D Rose just got his jersey retired. I can honestly say the last meaningful NBA game that happened was Derrick Rose's last game as a Bull. Because once he left the Bulls, he got injured. He wasn't the same. That Bulls team was the last team to hold out and be a homegrown team to challenge the big threes.
Well, it was also a team that played defense. That was a Thibodeau team.
Yeah, but they played Boston with Pierce and Rondo and Garnett. But you had drafted players. You had D Rose, you had Joakim Noah, you had Luol Deng, you had Taj. You had a group that you built, and you were challenged. That team challenged these mega teams, and they came up short, unfortunately.
Well, it's arguable. It's arguable that those are probably some of the last teams that actually play defense too.
Well, yeah, I can definitely see that. But the reason they played defense is because they were a team reminiscent of a '90s team.
Well, it was a blue collar lunch pail team.
Yeah, well, they said this is our team, this is our city, this is our court. Like, you're not going to build a team and come in and beat us. Unfortunately, they never could get the job done, but they were the last ones to try it.
Yeah, I can't think of another team.
Until the NBA gets back to that mindset, in my opinion, NBA is done.
It's an awful product right now, and I mean, it
It's
used
cold
to
now. I'm
be
kicking the heater back on.
kicking. It's the low 40s down there in Florida. I know you're freezing.
30-something degrees.
Well, it's 0 here, but it's
you choose to live there.
Yeah, I will say that it used to be. I like the NBA, and then it fell off, and then it was like, all right, well, I'll watch playoff NBA, and then that's even not as good anymore. That's boring too. For me, honestly, at this point, it's football and hockey. And like I'll throw baseball on sometimes for fun, or I'll still go to a baseball game and drink beer, but the Dodgers are ruining it for me.
The Dodgers are ruining it, especially when the Cubs are making signings, they're making deals. They were a competitive team last year. And then when you ultimately look at it, you're like, how does that team compete with the Dodgers?
Barring any major, like a group, like a rash of awful injuries to that team. I mean, what are we doing here? They're spending $120 million more than any other team. $2.2 billion over 7 players over the next 5 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's asinine.
Yeah. Well, and it sucks. It sucks for a fan base. It sucks for competitiveness. It's not enjoyable.
No, I don't like it. It makes it hard to watch.
No.
So, but I've been over it. So, okay, we tiptoed around it, and like I get it now. That some of the news is coming out. Obviously, Shador Sanders is going to the Pro Bowl. We all
By
know he's not a Pro Bowl quarterback.
default.
Yeah, okay,
By
but like,
default. We know
yeah,
that.
because no one else wanted to go, and everyone else is injured.
And he's like, yeah, I need to make a name for myself. Listen, for the time he played, he had a decent. I didn't say good. I didn't say great, decent. For half a season, didn't play with the starters for majority of the season. The dude has a chance to get in the Pro Bowl, get his name out there a little bit more, show that he can
I'm
do
not
some
mad at him
things.
for going.
No, this is basically a pub. This is all pub.
Yeah,
He
and I mean,
just needs
they
to,
went all the way down the list, and he was the last. I mean, other than him, like what was it? Geno Smith was the only other guy. And yeah, you
right,
take Shador over Geno, you know.
100%. Yeah,
So it
it's
is
not
what
his
it
fault.
is.
Right, it's not
No,
his fault.
I'm not mad at him about it. It's
But people
just
were criticizing. They're like, "How are you going to choose him over Trevor Lawrence? How are you going to choose him over?" It's like Trevor Lawrence didn't want to go.
no, no
These
one
guys don't
else.
want. No one wants to go.
Yeah, that's the root of the problem. Why doesn't anyone want to be a part of this shit? If it sucks so bad that none of your players want to go, why would we want to watch it?
Well, it's not even that. It's they're making too much money. Why would they go? They get hurt playing flag football. Is it
Well,
worth it?
and I know I'm starting to sound like an old man, but like it used to be, you would go because you respected the game and the fans, and you went and you strapped it on and you at least showed up for it.
I disagree. I think that's the way we viewed it. I think honestly, those guys were making so little money. They were like, "I'll take the bonus, and I'm gonna go play in the All-Star game. I'm gonna do the home run derby. I'm gonna do the slam dunk contest." LeBron doesn't need to do the slam dunk contest.
He
They've been
should
asking
have.
him forever to
He
do it.
should have.
He's like,
He should have. He should have at some point.
why though? He has all
Because
the money. He
it doesn't matter.
He gets hurt during a slam dunk contest. That makes him lose so much money.
Just another reason why he's never going to be Jordan.
I agree, but a different time period. I guarantee if LeBron was playing in the 90s, 80s, and 90s, he's in all the same dunk contests.
I don't know. In my mind, he's so soft. I don't think he ever would have been. But whatever. I hate that guy. I hate him with. It's something about his face. I want to deliver one of these right to his suckhole.
I do too.
You know?
I do too.
Fuck LeBron.
I do too.
I hate his whole face.
I love the fact that he just got called out for being on peptides and tests and all that stuff. It's like, dude, yeah, He also was called out recently. Who was it? I'm blanking on who it was, so I'll just gloss over it. But basically, it was Rodman. Rodman was like, longevity doesn't make you great. You have all these records because you've been in the league forever. Great. You sit out how many games? Of course you have longevity. Guys in Jordan's era, they didn't take games off.
Yeah, they did not.
They played every game. If they they played every game.
Yeah, and when they asked Jordan about it when he did the interview, it was always like a respect for the fan, like the people that showed up to see me that night. I owe it to them.
Yeah, 100%.
And the thing is like that's the problem is like I don't feel like any of these players anymore feel like they owe anything to the fan. Because we're rich, we're millionaires, but you're a millionaire because we show up.
But do they? Do they owe the fan anything?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if there's no fans, there's no money.
The NBA in viewership is down lower than it's ever been, and those dudes are still making all the money.
Exactly. There's still the viewership is down, but it's still astronomical amounts of money. If that ever changes,
that's my point. They don't care. They don't care. They don't need the fan. They got China supporting them. They got all these other countries.
If the fandom ever falls off to where the TV deals start to dry up, they'll start caring again.
But the TV deals won't die off because they're big in foreign countries.
Which is crazy.
Which is why LeBron talks about China and all this stuff, and they don't look at any stadium at a regular season NBA game. Majority of the stadiums are half full. They don't care.
Well, that's another thing is like, it's too expensive to go to these games now. Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing? If you wanted to take your family to a professional sporting event, it's going to cost you $1,000,
100%.
which is crazy.
Yep.
Why would I ever want to be a part of that? My Liam and his hockey team, they just got to do the Blackhawk experience where they played on the UC ice, and they're like, "Yeah, we want to have you guys as our guests. Like the team will come out." We're like, "Great," and they're like, "So it's $75 a ticket to sit in the nosebleeds," which that's a deal now.
Yes, it
So
is.
there, so $75 to sit in the nosebleeds. I'm all in right now at that point at $300 for tickets. That's $14 a beer, $9 for a hot dog. Like it's out of control. So yeah,
Yep.
that's why I like it better. My local colleges, my local teams, where they still put they still care and they put in the effort, and it doesn't
Yeah.
cost me that much because I drink a lot. You know what I mean? Like I can't be drinking $13 beers. I'll die. I mean, I'll still buy them, but the next day I'll hate myself.
Yeah. You're still gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it's crazy because I turned 27 and we went to the Blackhawks game, and I think there were 8 of us, and we paid $27 a ticket, and we sat 200 level center ice.
Jesus.
Like 30 bucks a ticket, 40 bucks a ticket, whatever it was. It was nothing. Now this was
Craziness.
this was 2 years. I want to say it was 2 years before Keith got drafted. Keith and Seabrook were drafted. I think they were 2 years after that. I think it was 29 when they got drafted. So that's when the team started to turn around, and then ticket prices started going crazy. And those same tickets are $400 minimum.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
But
It,
what do you want? Do you want a successful team, or do you want cheap tickets?
I want both because
I
I'm like
enjoy,
that.
I enjoy most sporting events from my home, so give me a good team. Make your ticket prices whatever they need to be. I don't care. I'm not going.
Well, I did go, and it was the captain's return. Johnny Taves' first night
Yeah.
back as a Winnipeg Jet.
Yeah.
There
Incredible.
wasn't it wasn't a dry eye in the place, man.
Oh, absolutely incredible.
It was.
It might be the greatest standing ovation I've ever seen.
It's pretty close. As someone who was there for his last night as a Blackhawk and also his first night back as a visitor, both of them were. It sings. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's easily the loudest ovation any visitor's ever gotten.
That's
I
what I
think
mean.
ever.
Yeah, it might be the greatest standing ovation of all time.
It's got to be in there. It's got to be up there. It was pretty cool, man. It was something. And I'll be the first to admit, like a baby, 7 beers in, standing next to my son, free flowing tears down my face, watching
You're
my,
such a
everybody
gay.
was.
You're
Everybody
such a
was.
gay.
Yeah. It was rough, but yeah, it was I loved it. I miss Johnny Taves the best. I hope he has a great year. I hope Winnipeg finds their way. I hope he ends up in the playoffs, has a little more fun. It sticks around for a while. Also, another thing. So, Kaner gets his 500th goal
Yep.
not too long ago. Taser gets his 900th point. Like these guys are getting fucking old, man. These guys are climbing.
Yep. He just
The one,
Kaner just tied Madonna, right?
yeah, past him
Yep.
now.
Oh, he passed him.
Yeah, got obviously the greatest American-born hockey player now.
Yep.
So it's
No,
it's
no
it's just
shade,
crazy.
no shade to Roenick. He'll tell you the same thing.
Oh yeah, he'll say the same thing. So
He'll say the same
But-
exact thing.
I feel like I feel like I'm like a broken shopping cart. I keep pulling off to the hockey direction. Big week last week with the divisional round. I went 50-50 on my bets. I threw my money on the Patriots, but I also bet the Rams. I did not see the Seahawks looking that dominant.
You know what? I don't normally brag or boast, but at the beginning of these playoffs, you said, "Who do you got?" And I said, "I don't know how you call these playoffs because there's so many weird teams in it. Jacksonville, I mean, so many weird teams. But if you recall, I said if I had to put my money on someone, it'd be Seattle.
That's a mean team.
Dude, they're nasty. Which leads me to my point that I want to make. If we were rewound 3 years ago and I came up to you and I said, I'm gonna make you $1,000 bet, and I'm gonna give you 4-1 odds out of these quarterbacks.
I knew this. I knew it. I knew you were going
Lamar
here.
Jackson, Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold. Which one are you picking to go to the Super Bowl first? And I said, I'm picking Sam Darnold, and I'm going to give you 4-1 odds. $1,000.
I would have tripped on my way to make the bet running so quick. So
yep.
I would have fallen over my own feet.
Yep. You would have cracked your ATM card.
It's
but
crazy.
Yet here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
You know what the worst part about it is? I like, because you don't really shit on the Jets because the Jets are just shit. So like they are bound to fuck up a quarterback. Everyone knows that. The real loser in this scenario is probably the Vikings.
Yep. 100% the Vikings.
Yeah, because 100%. the Jets are the Jets, but the Vikings really fucked up.
Yep. I totally 100% agree with that.
You have a top tier wide receiving core, and it looks like you done fucked up by taking JJ McCarthy over Sam Darnold.
oops, I pulled my McCarthy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, the Vikings are the clear loser in that one. That's a mistake. But yeah, as far as the Seahawks go, they're mean on defense. They're mean on offense. JSN is a monster. JSN is not human.
Nope.
He's passing. If he has not already, he is approaching passing Jay Jetta. Like Justin Jefferson, and Smith and Jigba may be better than him.
I don't think he is talent-wise. For sure he is this year.
Well, it'd be fun to see what happens next year, but
I mean, listen, man, look at JJ's numbers with Sam Darnold, which I can't believe I just said that.
I know.
But look at his numbers when he has Kirk Cousins. I can't believe I just said that.
Oh my God. What the fuck are we doing?
When he has a competent quarterback, it's him and Chase. That's it. But hey, Jigba's right there.
Yeah, so now you have to throw that name in the mix.
Hey, so is Puka.
Puka's dominant too.
Yeah, he's incredible. Absolutely. The skills receivers have right now, when people go, well, Jerry Rice was the greatest of all time, I'm like, shut up. Jerry Rice was the greatest of his era.
For sure.
And then Randy Moss showed up.
That's
then Terrell Owens showed up.
And you know what the funny thing is they're always so different.
Yeah. Hey, Steve Kerr said it best. He was wrong, but he said it best. Yeah, players get worse over time. Now, he was comparing the Warriors to the Bulls. The Bulls would have handed the Warriors their asses.
Oh my God.
That's a different conversation. But
that's not even it doesn't even need to be had. Yeah,
these receivers are capable of so much more. Jerry Rice was what do they say about Jerry Rice? He was a great route runner. Awesome. You know what Randy Moss was? A freak. You know what Jamar Chase is and Justin Jefferson are? Freaks.
Smith and Jigba, Puka, freaks. Well, Puka, and the thing is like, I know Puka Nacua is he's very athletic, but like, he almost strikes me as like a hybrid because, man, he'll do the little down and dirty shit too. Yep. But like, But yeah, Jefferson, Chase, like those guys are psychos. They're not.
Yep.
They're aliens. They ain't real.
Yep. Yep. I will still stay on my little box and say Randy Moss is the most talented wide receiver I've ever seen play in my life. As far as a receiver goes, he didn't do the physical stuff though. I'm talking about just catching a ball. The dude was incredible.
Yeah,
Then
that's a hard argument to even to take an opposite side.
Yeah, but then you have a guy like Terrell Owens who never took a play off.
Specimen.
Yeah, blocked. I mean, when you have a receiver that, like Jamar Chase will block downfield. Randy Moss didn't block downfield. So Randy Moss, when I say he's the greatest receiver I've ever seen, I'm saying purely just catching a ball, going up and getting a ball. Yeah.
Yeah, if best pass catcher ever.
Right. If I had to draft one receiver just of all time, Randy Moss is my number one guy. My number two is Terrell Owens, because Terrell Owens worked guys down the field more than anyone I've ever seen. I should preface that by saying, as a superstar receiver, he worked guys down the field more than anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah, T.O. was another one. He's a freak.
Yeah. The dude today, I bet, could make an NFL roster.
Oh, I would. There's a good chance. Like, he could be a Brown.
He's a number 3 on the Browns.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? I mean, who's the number 3 receiver on the Browns? I'm taking T.O. T.O.
You got Judy, Jerry Judy. I don't even know.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I try hard. I try hard not to watch Brown games.
Exactly.
I do everything I can. So, like, we're both in lockstep here, barring some sort of freak accident, which has been happening pretty much all year long for the Patriots. Like, they keep falling ass over fist, like head over ass, just in the best possible scenario they can. You go into Denver and with no Bo Nix, and you go up 10-7, and then God drops fucking a blizzard in your face, and no one does anything for the rest of the game.
No, God dropped a fucking egg in Sean Payton's face and didn't go, or into his brain, and didn't go up 10-0 on the Patriots. What were you thinking, Sean Payton?
I probably thought he was going to score more in that game and that the weather wasn't going to come. I mean, from the minute that snow really took place, like in the fourth, it was 3 and outs back and forth. That was it.
I get it, but take the 3 points then.
He should have. And that's the thing is we've been having this conversation all playoffs long. What is this hard on for going for it in field goal range? This is the playoffs, baby. Like, points don't come. They don't grow on trees.
Yes. Take the points when you can get them. If he takes the points in that game, maybe the Broncos are in the Super Bowl right now.
With Jarrett Stidham.
Ugh. Who's gonna anfortunately get himself a deal.
That's crazy.
Based on that performance, he's gonna get a deal somewhere.
He's gonna be a Jet.
He'll probably be the Jets' next starting quarterback.
But yeah, I mean, barring something crazy, I don't see how the Patriots can find a way to. I don't think they have the ammo, the firepower to keep up with that Seattle team, because they just punch you in the mouth over and over again.
100%. They're so good. They're quietly scary good.
Mean too, real fucking mean.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're. Yeah, I think we're on lockstep there. So then another thing I had to ask you, what about what would it take? What is it going to take to knock out Patty Pimblett? Is he going to get hit with a truck and he's going to get back up? That guy more punches.
Can't knock him out.
He will not be knocked out.
So first of all, I loved that fight. It
Great
didn't go
fight.
the way I wanted. I love Patty.
So do
I
I.
just love the way he talks shit. He seems like a very cool guy. Like if he was at your house, he would probably just fit in. I kind of think Gaethje would too. But the best tweet that happened that night was Dustin Poirier. I believe it was Dustin Poirier said, "This is what happens when you step into the big leagues. Like you're not at that level. Like Justin Gaethje is at a different level than Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah, he's been
And
fighting
Paddy
these for a
Pimblett
while.
he got a taste of it. And I'm not saying I agree with I think Cormier. Quite a few people said Paddy Pimblett lost that fight, but that's not a loss for his career.
No, no,
It was
no.
a great fight for him.
Yeah,
It
he
was with a
finally dipped
dude.
his toe into the deep end.
Yeah,
And,
he went swimming with sharks and got bit,
yeah, and he's going to
but he
have to
didn't
go
die.
out. No, he's going to have to go back and, train differently. And
Yep.
it's clear that he needs to put a little more power in his punch. Like, it just seemed like the ones that he was connecting on weren't enough to knock out guys like Gaethje. Because, like, he
Yeah.
had a couple and, like, he just wouldn't have enough power behind it. But he'll change that up. But, like, what was it? I forget who it was that was said that Justin Gaethje is the hardest he's ever been hit. And it was somebody good that had been hit by a lot of dudes. And he said, yeah, the hardest I've ever been hit was by Justin
Yeah.
Gaethje. And now
Yeah.
you watch Paddy Pimblett take everything he had. I mean, he gave
Yep.
him everything he had. He beat the shit out of him, and he would
Yep.
not go down. And it was awesome.
Yep.
It was great.
It was a great
And
fight.
then, yeah. And then, I don't know, man. Maybe you're more of the UFC guy than me. I was not all that impressed with the Sugar Sean fight. Like, that was not a great fight to me. It was boring.
It was boring for 2 rounds, and then Sean found his rhythm. Put it this way, if that was a 5-round fight, that is easily they called it a 2-1 anyways. Controversial 2-1. But if it was a 5-round fight, Sean would have won that fight 3-2, even if you gave him the other round. Because
Okay.
once he found his rhythm, you saw Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley is a freak. Slow start. It was a bad start. It didn't look good. I was watching it going, oh man, Sean's gonna lose again. Like he's gonna lose again.
I didn't get that far into it for that fight, and the reason I didn't dig that deep into it the first couple of rounds is I was too busy laughing at the fact that fucking guy's name was Yadong.
Yadong.
Do you notice that on the bottom of the screen where they show the guy's last names, it said Song for him and not Yadong?
Yeah.
The only guy that had his first name on there was him.
Well, no, that's the culture. That's his because it's like Ichiro Suzuki. It says Ichiro on his jersey. They weren't going to put Yadong up there because they put his first name up there. Yang.
That's his last name. His name is Yadong. The bottom line is,
Whatever
I laughed.
Whatever the situation is, I think it was appropriate. I think you want it to be that, but
I want to see Yadong down there. All right.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, as I'm sitting there pointing that out to my wife, I hear DC say, Yadong looks explosive tonight. And then I fell off my fucking couch laughing. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
Yadong looks explosive.
It was a good. You know what? It could have been a better showing for O'Malley, but he put it on when he needed to. He put it on when he needed to.
The bottom line is, Sean beat Yadong.
Sean beat Yadong.
And then you can gloss over it.
Yadong didn't think so. Yadong didn't think he got beat.
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now.
Derek
Lewis
was a disappointment.
Yeah, that was a bummer. In my life, though, I'm going to tell you right now, when I beat Yadong, I beat Yadong, all right? If I were to beat Yadong, if I were to beat Yadong, you're going to know it. But yeah, the Derek Lewis fight was a disappointment. And then Thug Rose is done. She's done.
Thug Rose is done. She had a really good run. I'm a big fan of Thug.
I am too. She's done though.
Yeah, she's had some. She's had a strange career with the whole what's his name with the backwards glasses. I'm blanking on his name right now. Her coach that was like grooming her. I don't even want to say his name, so I'm not even gonna think about it. The guy's a dirtbag. He's kind of a tool. But yeah, that was unfortunate. That sucks, man. You don't want to see. She was a high competitor for a long time. You don't want to see it end like
Well, now
negatively.
the last like three, I think the last three fights of hers I've seen, they're just nothing to them. Like,
Yeah,
what was the one fight where she was in where it was just straight nothing for 3 rounds,
yeah, yeah,
and she just got booed out of the stadium because she did.
yeah.
No one did anything.
Yeah, it sucks because when she came in, she earned the name Thug Rose. She was a badass chick. But you have to also remember that the women's fight game is not as old as the men's fight game. So like
Oh
this whole
no,
beef with Ronda Rousey and Joe Rogan, it's like Ronda, shut up, dude. Like shut up. You're not. Like you were a pioneer, but if you stepped in the ring right now, you get your ass handed to you. You have an arm bar. That's all you have. Like
yeah, that's
stop.
why Holly Holm kicked
You
your head right off your body.
right. You came in early. Amanda Nunez punched her fucking face into tomorrow. Like Amanda Nunez is the greatest women's champion of all time. Arguably top 3 champions of all time. Like she's unbelievable and I cannot wait to see her fight again. I cannot wait to see her fight again.
Yeah,
She
I'll
is a
be.
badass chick.
It's not
But
very.
she's
It's must see TV when she's back.
yeah, but she's the new bar. Like Gina Carano broke in. She's like, "Oh, this chick's a fighter and she's kind of pretty." Ronda Rousey's like, "Oh, this is a badass chick. She's kind of hot." I don't know why hotness always is associated with chicks.
I
Probably
don't.
because we're
You don't
dudes.
know why?
I don't know. I mean, I do, but I don't know why we preface it with that. Why I feel the need to say that. But it
Because
is. It's part of it.
it's fun. Like,
Yeah,
listen, there's nothing wrong with
my
yeah.
favorite fighter of all time is Paige. Paige Van Zandt's my favorite female fighter of all time. Nothing to do with her fights. Nothing.
Nothing.
Anyways,
I still watch her, and I
Amanda
still watch
Nu-
her do her slap shit.
yeah, Amanda Nunez changed the game. That is a badass chick. Like when you watch her fight, you're not thinking, "Oh, this is a girl fight." You're watching her going, "I'm going to witness something awesome tonight." She's going to whoop the piss out of someone, and you have no idea that they're girls, that they're women. She's just a fighter. Amanda Nunez is the first female fighter who took it from being a female fighter to she's a fighter. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there
No,
someone
she's a
before
main
her?
event. She's a main event.
He's a main event. I would
Like I said,
back
she's
in the day
must
when
see
you had to
TV.
buy paper. Yeah, when you had to buy pay-per-views, if Amanda Nunez was the main event, I'm purchasing because I want to see her whoop the shit out of someone.
Yeah,
She's
she's a
not
monster.
she's not a female fighter. She's a fighter. And she's the first woman to do that.
Yeah, she
That's
really moved things.
that's a big step.
Yeah, she moved the needle. Like, you're 100% right. She reset the bar. And like, don't get me
Yep.
wrong, when Ronda was in there, arm barring
She
everyone
put it
and
on the map.
wrestling everybody. Yeah.
Yep.
And like it was
She put
like that was
female fighting on the map.
that was judo and arm bars like that, yeah, I get it. And then they it evolved, and we're now at a completely different level of it. And yeah, Nunez is the apex predator of not only just women's fighting, but maybe like you said, fighting. Like she's a monster.
Yeah, you don't classify her as a female fighter.
No, she's a
I don't.
boss. She's a
Yep, I
boss.
classify her as a fighter.
So that one will
There
be fun
is
when that comes up. But I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to see what happens with Patty next. I know Sugar
He'll be
Sean wants to
fine.
get a belt. I know he's gunning for belts. So, but we'll have to make sure we try and do some of that next time we get a chance to do a little bit of that action. And then
So I have a So the most ridiculous thing that I've heard in a really long time happened just recently. Bill Belichick is not a first round Hall of Famer. First ballot Hall of Famer. Bill Belichick is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. I want the list of names that decided that. You are immediately removed from the committee.
Yeah, I
Come on,
saw
dude.
that today too.
Stop.
I almost forgot about it. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's the thing is like, this is why we have a platform. All right, like what we are right now, what we're doing, the only reason we actually get to do this and that we have people that actually listen to us is because the mainstream sports media has become so full of shit, so lazy, and so self-involved and so fucking self-absorbed, they don't even know how to fucking deal with it anymore. They're a joke.
No.
ESPN, you're a joke. All your fucking Hall of Fame voters, you're jokes. All your nonsense, all this shit is garbage. You
And
have
we're
given
talking about,
everybody else a platform.
yeah, and we're talking about Bill Belichick in the NFL Hall of Fame. If that's not ridiculous enough, how about we talk about the most, like, if I was a professional baseball player and I was arguably one of the greatest talents of my generation, right? Let's say I was a Barry Bonds. I don't even want to be in your Hall of Fame.
Eat a dick.
Here's why. Here's why. Barry Bonds, Alex Rodriguez, Roger Clemens, Andy Pettitte. The list goes on and on. They're not in the Hall of Fame. You know who is? Harold Baines. Harold Baines is in the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, but Barry Bonds is not. Now, let's erase the fact that baseball let the steroid era happen to put him back on the
No
map.
shit.
We know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
We know
everyone
that. It
does.
was the greatest, put it this way, it was the greatest summer of baseball in my lifetime. I loved every second of the steroid era. Pitchers were on it, batters were on it, everyone was on it. Stop. Everyone was on it. Barry Bonds, prior to steroids, had Hall of Fame numbers. He played for the Pittsburgh. He played for the Pittsburgh Pirates and had Hall of Fame numbers.
I don't
Harold
care.
Baines is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I don't care how many steroids you take. And like, listen, man, there's a lot of fucking dudes out there taking steroids. They're not hitting 485-foot bombs 70 times a year. Like,
No.
trust me. Like, that man was a talented human being before it ever happened. And yeah, Major League Baseball fed them that shit. They were fine with it
Yep.
when they were making money off of it. And then they hung them all out to dry. And yeah, if I were them,
Yep.
the minute they do come calling, if they ever do, I would tell them to go fuck themselves. Take your fucking jacket and your little ugly bust that doesn't look like me and cram it up
Yep.
your ass. And if
Yep.
if
You
I
don't
were
get my
Bill
likeness.
Belichick, I would. If I were Bill Belichick, I'd do the same thing to them.
He
Not a
will.
first ballot Hall of
He
Famer.
will.
Fuck you.
Bill Belichick will. They'll call him next year and be like, "Congratulations, you're in the Hall of Fame." He's going to tell him to fuck off. I guarantee. Mark my words right now. Bill
I'll love
Belichick
it.
does not make a Hall of Fame speech. He does not make a Hall of Fame speech.
Good. I wouldn't. Fuck them,
Mark
man.
my
They're fucking
word.
ridiculous.
Yep. Mark
That's
my
ridiculous.
words. Now, all that shit talking aside, someone who absolutely 100% deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, they got it right. Mark Grace.
Yeah.
My guy,
Love
Mark Grace, who I think is the most overlooked and underrated baseball player, maybe in history. More hits than anyone in the 90s. Think about that. Think about all the talent that was in the MLB in the 90s. He had more hits than anyone else in the 90s. That's a crazy stat. Mark Grace is a stud.
Yeah, he's overlooked a lot. Just like we were just talking about it, because what I think yesterday was the anniversary of the Sandberg trade. Like, that's another guy that gets overlooked a lot with how good he was. But yeah, Mark Grace does not get mentioned enough. But
No one
before
talks.
yeah, did you have something else?
I said no one talks about Mark Grace ever.
No.
No one.
Before I forget, I want to change gears into two things that are local radio, and I know you'll have an opinion on.
I
First
always
of
have an
all,
opinion.
I saw that unfortunately Terry Boers passed away.
Who?
Terry Boers from Boers and Bernstein.
Man, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that you're even going to bring it up.
So I never had any issue with Terry Boers. I think he did a good job when he worked with Bernstein. I don't know how the fuck he tolerated that useless piece of shit for so long, but it's a shame that he passed. And our condolences to his family. But another reason I bring him up is because he sat next to a guy named Dan Bernstein, and this fucking guy who shit all over podcasters, and now because he got fired is a podcaster.
Yep.
I saw a clip and I didn't share it because I won't share his fucking shitty podcast.
Yeah.
The day after the Taves game, where he makes his return, someone's like, it was such a great experience, and it was so beautiful to see Johnny Taves back in at the UC, and the standing ovation was amazing. And he has the fucking audacity to go, but should you really be cheering for that man after what happened? Should you be? Fuck you, Dan Bernstein. If I get to hit one more fucking person in my life, if I get the chance, I'll tell you right now, if there's some sort of fucking chance in hell that I ever get to have you find this podcast, I will put up $10,000 up against your $10,000 that can go to any charity you want. I will fight you, you fucking
Bet you
cunt.
it's Israel.
I will fucking fight you, you bastard. I would love to fight that piece of shit. You useless fucking taint of a human being. I can't stand Dan Bernstein. And if I could get a sanctioned fight, I would beat that limp wristed fucking fairy into the ground. I can't stand that piece of shit. How the fuck? You don't get people. You don't get sports. You fucking hypocrite. I hate that motherfucker. And I hope it burns when he pees. I hope he gets up in the middle of the night every night for the rest of his life and kicks his fucking pinky toe on every fucking coffee table in his house. I can't stand that piece of shit.
It's so funny. I can't believe you brought it up. I'm happy you did. I thought this would come up with Specs, but when we did a podcast with him, but I'm happy you did because I grew up with Boers and Bernstein. And all the people who hated Boers and Bernstein, they were like, they're so ignorant to callers. They're so this. I'm like, don't call. You know who they are. They are an antagonistic, mocking, and I loved it. I loved it. Dan Bernstein back in the day, when he was with Terry Boers, was so much more tolerable. Because I think Boers hauled him in. Brought him in and said, all right, you're getting a little too far out. Let's reel you back a little bit. The day Terry Boers retired, and they gave him Lawrence Holmes, I believe.
It was one of them, yeah.
He immediately turned into an old Jewish lady who was mad about everything political that could possibly happen. Good, bad, right, wrong, your side, his side, whatever. He just turned into a political commentator on a sports talk radio show that was, in my opinion, the greatest talk radio show ever. Like, I loved Boers and Bernstein. They had fun bits, and Terry Boers, you can love him, you can hate him, I don't care. He was fun.
Yeah, he was fun.
His segments
were
fun.
That's why I had no issue saying condolences.
He was fair.
He was a good part of Chicago radio.
Yeah, he was fair in every assessment he made, and he would analyze what his thoughts were before he said them, and if he had to make a correction, he made a correction. Dan Bernstein, I will double down on it, and I will say you can tie our left hand and our left foot together, and we fight him 2-on-1, or put us in a burlap sack, and we have to hop around the ring and fight him. I am with you. I would love to punch a hypocrite in the mouth. All the shit he talked about, all these people, then he gets online tweeting, about the chick in the black dress. Then he gets another sexual harassment charge. Then he gets this. He's a piece of shit. Dan
Yeah.
Bernstein is a piece of shit who bashed podcasters for years and years and years. And when Barstool Sports went on the Lawrence Holmes show with Dan Bernstein, all they did was trash Barstool Sports. Where are you at now, Dan? You're trying to make some shitty podcast real. You're the fucking Don Lemon of sports talk radio. You're a piece of shit. No one cares. No one's listening to you. You suck. You suck uncircumcised dicks.
I don't know. I mean, my algorithm and all of my social media that I look through is obviously sports based and Chicago biased. So like his crap will be forced into my feed every now and again.
Yeah.
I will never share that fucking piece of shit.
He sucks.
But I would fight him. I'd fight him for charity. I'd be happy to. It'd be the best money I ever spent.
Yep.
I would beat that man. I would hit him as hard as I would hit him until my hand broke. And then I'd hit him with my other hand for breaking it. I would go ape shit on that fucking guy. Yeah. He's in the top 5 group. He's in the top 5 of people I can't stand on the planet.
I agree.
Which is a very bold move. Because there are a lot of people on this planet I can't stand. But he's definitely top 5.
Yeah, Dan Bernstein's he's a pile of garbage. He's a pile of
hot garbage. Agreed.
And how
per usual, we're in lockstep.
Yeah, and how do you take? You lost a bet, by the way, that you have yet to pay on.
Which one?
You said Dan Bernstein will be fired within a year, and he lasted 2 more years.
Oh, I do remember. Yeah. I don't remember where we were, but I thought for sure he would. What did we bet? I don't remember what we bet, but I did bet that.
It's more principle. I don't care what the prize was. I was right. You were wrong. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I could have swore he would be fired because he's such a useless piece of shit, but I guess, well, I mean, look at what the score's putting out nowadays.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to the score 2 years, maybe 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
But look at the crap they're trotting out there now.
The score has become a political mouthpiece. It has nothing to do with sports majority of the time. And Dan Bernstein's last year on the score, every rant he made was about politics.
Yeah, and it's just, like, I don't need it.
It's like, dude, I don't need that when I turn into the score.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, and this maybe this is a wild take. Everybody thinks about politics. Everybody talks about it. Whatever. There has to be something that you can leave alone so you can shut it down. There's something you should just let it be. And sports is supposed to do that. It's supposed to be your happy place. It's supposed to be calming or infuriating at times, but it's supposed to be safe. Like, hey, you think this way, I think this way, but we're both Cubs fans. Let's go to a baseball game and drink beer. Like, it's supposed to be a safe zone where you can relax and let yourself go and, be a part of something that's bigger than you that you just love. And they want to fuck it all up.
They do.
Like, just let it be. Let it be what it is.
And I will give them grace because there are certain times that politics or real life peek their head into sports. Like, I will give Dan Bernstein all the credit in the world. Him and Terry Boers covered the Penn State atrocity better than any major news outlet across the country. They were the best. And I know because I was refinishing a house and I listened to them from start to finish for months on end. They had the most comprehensive coverage. They did the best job. They got all the facts. They reported only the facts. They did a great job. That is a rare time where real life intersects with sports. And you have to call it. You have to call it. You have to report on it. You have to talk about it. It's ugly. It's disgusting. But it happened. Outside of that one thing, I can't recall another thing that they needed to bring politics into.
No.
None. COVID. When COVID hit, Dan Bernstein was the typical, and we're going politics now. He was the typical crazy left wing lunatic who chastised people, who called them grandma killers and all this bullshit. Dan Bernstein, you're a cunt, dude. Like, you're living in your giant house, probably doing all the shit that you told people not to do, and you're a scared little cunt.
Yeah.
Fuck Dan Bernstein. I hate
Fuck
you.
Dan Bernstein too.
Donnie, I'm with you. For a long time, I defended him. Fuck him. I hate him.
Yeah, fuck him. As we go a little more political, as we finish up here, I would like to ask your opinion, and I'll tell you right off the bat how I feel. The Super Bowl halftime show is going to be Bad Bunny, and he says he's performing in a dress.
Go ahead. Whatever. Who watches that shit?
I have never been so happy I have a hockey tournament on Super Bowl Sunday in my life.
I honestly, outside of the Dr. Dre,
Great.
Snoop Dogg, Eminem halftime, I can't remember the last time I watched a halftime show.
I mean, I've watched them, but
I don't. I go and get
the
food.
Dr. Dre one was so good.
I watched that one. I was like, I'm not leaving. I'm watching this.
Dude, that one we had everybody over at the house. We turned the volume up good and loud, and we got back down like it was the 90s.
Yeah. I would say the only other one I watched, and it was after the fact, was the Janet Jackson one.
Oh, you want to see her nipple?
But I didn't watch it live. I didn't care.
Yeah, but you Googled
I watched
her nipple,
it after. I went on the internet and I was like, oh, I wonder what that looks like.
Yeah, let me see that nipple.
Yeah.
That's still one of my you know what? If I ever get any type of power in my life, that's one I'd like to get the answers to. I don't need to know about the moon landing. I don't need to know about fucking who shot first. I don't need to know about JFK. None of that. I want to know if they planned to bust that nipple out or it was an accident.
No,
I want to know what.
It wasn't an accident.
I want to know the whole story behind it. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't a wardrobe. It wasn't a malfunction.
So I will circle back to this. I will give Dan Bernstein credit for one thing and one thing only. Outside of the Penn State coverage, did a great job. His statement on the Super Bowl halftime show has been for years that how come Weird Al hasn't gotten the halftime show yet? Who wouldn't be happy with Weird Al Yankovic doing the halftime show?
Now I can't stop thinking about it.
Is there anyone who would be upset about that?
No, that'd be hilarious.
No, that would be the greatest halftime show of all time.
That would be interesting.
Yep. And that's Dan Bernstein's original idea, so I will give him credit for that, despite him being a little fucking salty cunt.
That's a good one. I would Weird Al would be great. You know what? I mean, there you go.
Weird Al.
Hey, I guess just like my dad always says, there's always a little bit of good in everybody. Yeah. And Dan Bernstein ends at his idea for Weird Al doing the halftime show.
Yeah. But hang your hat on that, bud.
Yeah, that's all he's got.
Hang your yarmulke on that.
When I beat the shit out of him in my charity fight, when I'm about to hit him the last time and kill him, I'll stop because he came up with the Weird Al at halftime thing.
Don't stop. I'll throw the towel in right at the last second when it's too late. It's too far gone.
If he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
Lot coming up the next few weeks. I am personally, again, as my shopping cart pulls back to the side that I always love. Olympic hockey is right around the corner. If you haven't gotten it, it's too late now. I did order a couple extra. I may auction them off. I'm not sure the money will all go to her. But on Effing Terrible's social media, I hope you guys all saw the link to buy Abby Murphy merch. Abby Murphy is a local hockey player, plays for University of Minnesota, born in Illinois. Some mutual friends. She'll be on the women's Olympic team. Really hoping we get to sit down with her when she gets back. Maybe play around, try on one of those medals. I hope a good one, a big one, a gold one. But man, Olympic hockey is back, and I am so
if
fucking
you
pumped.
and if you're not a listener who is a fan of hockey, like you don't watch the NHL, you don't care, watch Olympic hockey. It'll change your brain.
It
Olympic
will
hockey
change it
is
all.
Olympic hockey is maybe the greatest sporting event. It's the greatest sporting event. I think
It-
it's the best sport, hands down.
and if this is going to be your toe dip into the hockey world, do yourself a favor. Figure out when the game is that you're going to watch a Team USA game or any of them really, but preferably a Team USA game. But then set aside a few hours right before that game and you go and you watch yourself some Miracle. You go pop on the movie Miracle and watch that, and then go watch the Olympic hockey, and then try not to run through one of the walls in your house. I love that movie. I watched my son watched it on the way to his game Saturday, driving in a blizzard, fucking white knuckling the shit out of it. I got Herb Brooks in the background. It was beautiful.
It's a solid sports movie. Solid, one of the best.
That's not okay. Yeah, it's one of the best. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah,
Yeah.
so stay tuned for all the updates we got coming. Again, all our D-side fans will have some updates for that with all our new merch. Also, we haven't talked about it. April 24th
Yep.
in Rosemont, Florida Steve and I will have 2 teams at the Jog ACHA winter or summer showcase. We will have a men's and a women's team this year, and I can't wait for that. We're going to have some local boys and local girls from the hockey team that I represent, Lake Central Indians, that will be making their first appearances at the Jog Showcase. So hopefully we'll get a chance to go out there and reconnect with some of our guys from last year, which we had a great time. I know you liked it. You made your coaching debut.
That's right. Undefeated.
2-0.
That's right.
2-0. 2-0 as a hockey coach.
I can't wait to see what the bar's raised to.
We're gonna go even bigger this year. Bigger, and then we don't have to worry about going home this time. We're gonna get a nice hotel right by the rink.
That's all right.
Maybe throw ourselves maybe a little after party for some of the scouts. A couple 2-3 people. Have a little fun.
There you go. No kids invited.
No kids invited. Not for that one. So that's what we got going on, man. Thanks for checking in. When do we plan on? Should we try and sit down before the Super Bowl, or is there anything to talk about? The Super Bowl's fucking done in my book.
Man, we can always sit down. We can sit down and talk about anything.
Well, I still want to do. I know we got to get the getaway driver on here. I would love to do a draft. I do want to do that jersey draft.
Yeah, we got to do the jersey draft. We got we're on the brink of a major announcement with 904 Soccer.
Oh my!
We're on the brink. We're tightening it up. We're putting tying up some loose ends. But I think in the next couple weeks we have a major announcement here in Florida about a new soccer league, youth soccer league that we're sponsoring, and it's sick. Like I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we're gonna take over youth soccer.
My favorite part about this will be my first ever soccer jersey I'll own.
Yeah, and when I say it's sick, it's sick. Like we're gonna turn heads at every tournament we go to. Our boys have that swag, and this is only gonna add to it.
Fresh to death.
It's gonna be dope. I'm very excited, and once I lock everything in and get everything down, I'll make the major announcement, and we'll get some traction behind it.
Well, that's the meeting for the week. That's our show, as it were. If it's your first time checking us out, head on over to Effing Terrible Sports on Facebook and Instagram and on TikTok, and then go to our YouTube page where you'd be able to watch this video on our Effing Terrible YouTube page, or if you're just listening to us anywhere you download your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever, we're on them all. Make sure to tell your friends. Steve, I missed you. I can't wait to get back down to Florida and make some noise.
Let's go.
Let's go. Later, dude.
Less noise.